guys, welcome back to another episode of Diary of a Fragrance Lawyer. It's your favorite person to look at, the fragrance lawyer himself. So I'm not going to waste your time. On today, we're going to be talking about a very special episode. Talking about a fragrance that I have not talked about before. Usually I talk about oud or fresh fragrances, but today we are going to be talking about leather fragrance. So guys, the fragrance we have for today is no other than ta-da! AFRO Leather from Maison Alhmabra, aka Latafa. So this fragrance is a clone of African leather from the house of Memo Paris. So that's actually a very expensive fragrance, 150,000 naira. But this is a clone, and this cost within 15,000 naira. So without wasting much of your time, okay, I have to be honest with you guys. I've already opened it, so I usually like to open the fragrances first so I can, smell it and also know what it feels like. Probably wear it on my skin for hours and know the longevity and the projection. So that is why I opened it first of all. And I know it's fun to tear up the seal so you guys can watch, but it's not important. So let's go straight to the point. All right, open it properly. Recycling. And I really like the pack. You can see how smooth and very detailed it is. Very professional. And guys, can you look at how sleek this bottle is? Like, just look at this bottle. It is so amazing. I actually love the design. I've seen the original of this fragrance in real life, and I would have really loved to put them side by side, but I'm going to have to put a picture of the original because Miss Alhambra did a very good job in cloning this fragrance. It looks very much like the original. The only difference being that in the original, this cap over here is smooth. It doesn't have all these lines on it, and every other thing is very much the same. I mean, the color and everything. So let's not waste your time. Let's just go straight into the business of the day. Another thing I really like about this bottle is the magnetic cap. As you can see, I can even hold the cap. I'm going to put my hand on the bill. I can hold it and it's not falling off. So you can pick it up from the head and that's not even a problem at all. So the magnetic cap is actually very strong. It smells so fresh inside. So moving on to the atomizer, let's see what the atomizer looks like. Really wonderful atomizer, guys. I love that. So I wore this fragrance yesterday and I'm still gonna be like repeating the image of what it smelled like. At first, I love this fragrance for so many reasons, and the number one reason being that this is an unconventional leather fragrance. I've worn a couple of leather fragrances and many of them do not smell like this. Most leather fragrances open up with an animalic smell. For example, Tuscan leather by Tom Ford, ombre leather, they all open up with this animalic scent to them, which I like. It's not a bad thing. But this one is very different. This one is very aromatic and very spicy. The top notes here are woody notes, aromatic and spicy notes. That's what I'm getting at the top notes here. So when I wore this yesterday for like, I think after an hour or two, it dried down and the middle notes in it became very powdery, and as time went on it became flowery, which is my own personal opinion about it. Also, there's a lot of patchouli in this. I can smell patchouli, but I like this because it's very different from every other leather fragrance I've worn, and it smells really good. I really wish you guys were in this room right now to actually perceive this because it's very tough, it's very strong, to me, it's masculine. When I was reading on the website, they were saying that this is a fragrance that can be worn by both men and women. That's unisex. And I beg to differ because it's something very strong. It really announces your presence. I mean, I think the smell of this fragrance is much more expensive than the bottle itself, than what it actually costs. So this has actually dried down to the powdery notes inside of it. Oh my god, this is really nice. It's very spicy. So I'm not really gonna take much time in this video. I just want to tell you guys that this fragrance by Maison Alhmabra, which is a clone of African Leather by Memo Paris, is a really wonderful fragrance. This is one of my favorite Maison Alhmabra colognes. They really did a good job. They're really trying for people like us that do not have 150,000 naira to buy a bottle of cologne. So that is why Maison Alhmabra is here. And this fragrance is really fantastic. The longevity when I wore it was around 5-6 hours, and that's also a problem with clones. I'm actually going to be very honest with you guys. Clones don't really last as long as the originals do. For example, let's say the original of this could be doing you probably 24 hours completely, but this was doing me like 6 hours. But I think for the price I got it at, I mean, it was really, really fair bargain. And 6 hours on activity isn't that bad after all. So guys, we've come to the end of this session, and as usual, I'd love for you guys to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more content. Like, subscribe. That's the only way you can support me. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. I also sell fragrances at very affordable prices. So it is your fragrance lawyer again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the same channel next time. Thank you very much.